So welcome back. We're speaking about Chapter 4 of Healing America's Narratives. Chapter 4 deals with Native American history. And just between 500 and 600 years ago, and most of you know this, European explorers, eventually turned colonizers, began to show up in the Caribbean, what are now known as the islands of the Caribbean, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, et cetera, eventually into Central and South America, as well into North America. And given the cultural givens of the time, these explorers turned colonizers under the authority of their various monarchies. And these were the English, the Portuguese, the Spanish, the French. We'll just stay with those for now. And also under the authority of both the Catholic Church and the Anglican Church. The Anglican Church primarily were the English. When they bumped into and met the indigenous peoples of the islands, so for example, the Taino, some of the folks down in South and Central America, and then all of the folks up in what we now call North America, which will be our primary focus since we're speaking about the history of the United States, rather than bumping into unfamiliar cultures and being curious, and to use common language, entering into a cultural exchange and learning from each other. The Europeans saw themselves both from a religious and from an economic and military standpoint as being superior. And from an economic and military standpoint, in terms of, from a military standpoint, they definitely had superior weapons. So rather than exchanging as equals, they began to take advantage of these native peoples, just settle on their land, without really asking for permission. And then once, the more and more of the settlers came, the explorers came, the colonizers came, they began to enter into treaties with the various indigenous peoples' nations. And to focus on the United States, every treaty made between the United States federal government and any particular Native American nation over a period of several hundred years was broken by the federal government. There are various reasons that happened. None of them excuse it, but the treaties were broken when it became convenient on the part of the expanding United States to have more land. So again, we'll see the juxtapositions of ignorance, arrogance, bigotry, fear, violence, greed, and excess, and untrustworthiness as we delve deeper into the relationships between the federal government, but even some state and local governments and the various Native American nations with whom they had contact. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you the next time.